What's up? What's up? What's up? I think I can't hold that as much as I can. Let me check the audio here to make sure it's good. Yeah, it should be good. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I think you guys can hear me. That was just my task. So what's up, boys? What's up, man? I'll tell you what. Drove in traffic for an hour and 40 minutes today. Was not fun. For sure, it was not fun. But I'm home. I made home, and we should have our live. I was this close to giving up, but I really want to. What I really want to talk to. So I see Gary. I see Cole. I think it's, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Brian. Cole. I can't hear you. Good. You guys can't hear me. That's pretty good. So what are you guys up to? Let me know how you guys doing this Tuesday weekend. It's not, we call Super Tuesday, right? Because that's actually when you get your stuff done. Because Monday, it's like coming out of the weekend, right? And then Tuesday, you actually get work done. And then Wednesday, you start thinking about the weekend. So Super Tuesday, that's the day we need to get stuff done. And that's what I'm doing here. Just real quick, so if you're here, hit that thumbs up. We are right at a 4 out of 5, so I'm pretty excited about that. I actually, I want to bring a topic. It's you guys saw on the thumbnail, because this is it's probably one of the biggest thing in the last 3 years, which is the car market price, right? And for sure, I took benefit of it, because I bought my car and my truck before COVID. So, and then after that, just everything spikes. Pretty simple why that everything spikes, right? Because first of all, we shut down. Everything was shutting down, and that means the big companies that build cars, they had trouble getting parts. They had trouble getting people to work. So what that meant was less new cars in the market. So that spiked the used car price. Is a really level surface kind of thing explanation what happened. So if you're a car guy, you should know that the cars went up. But now, and that's the point I want to talking about. So we are 3 years basically after COVID, right? COVID was 2020, March of 2020. We're a little over 3 years COVID, and I guess now we start seeing price of the car going down. And why I'm saying that is very simple, because the way I've mainly followed trucks and Corvettes, right? And the Corvette world, like Corvette people, were pretty. People were flipping cars before they even leave the dealer, right? Especially C8. I definitely took advantage of it, because even the C6 cars impact was huge, right? I paid 17 for my car. 2007 C6 with 69,000 miles. I paid 17 grand. The car was pretty good, decent shape. It wasn't perfect for sure, but I don't think you can get a 2008 Corvette now for less than 23, 24 with the same miles. So 3 years later, the car spiked in price, and I'm talking about the car the way it is. I'm saying the car in the stock mode. I don't want to add any mods in here, but the C8, it's the main example, came out during the COVID time, crazy times, and the price just went up. But right now you start seeing, like getting more stable, which means whoever thought about making money on cars, selling and buying, or flipping cars, whatever you want to call, I think your time has passed. So that's the introduction for today. We can talk about many things, but I want to really share because I was reading a lot about it last 2 days. As you guys know, I have the desire to buy another car, maybe a C5 or something, but I didn't want to keep it because I want to kind of flip it, right? So is now the best time? Is now the worst time? I don't know. As far as I see, and the data shows that, right? I have a couple of friends that they work in dealers, and they can tell that there's no such a thing as waiting for a car that long. Of course, if you're talking about like Z06 or something like that, it's different, completely different. But the regular cars, like people were before, what they were flipping like CRVs, I'm saying, Honda Pilots, and but right now I think the demand caught up with the production, so it's kind of same level now. So it's really hard to make money on cars now, especially, I mean, if you're talking about specific cars, right? Like rare cars, that's a different conversation. I'm talking about in general, because in the last 3 years, in general, the car market went crazy. So now I think we're going to start seeing a more stable market, which is good news if you are not thinking about selling yours. If you're thinking about getting something else, right? If you're thinking about getting something else, maybe your time is coming because it's going to be more affordable and more available, right? But if you thought about making money on your car, I think you missed that window. That's my personal opinion based on what I'm reading. You still have struggles like the CHEVY, some rare cars you still have to be waiting for. But in general, if you were thinking about making money, I think your time has passed. So, LS2, bro, what's up? Gary, where's Captain? He was here until 5 minutes ago, but he's gone. Captain, if you guys don't know, it's my dog. He's half lab, and we are trying to figure out what is the other half. I think he's a pit bull, right? The other half. So he just turned actually 11 months today, but he's still a puppy, dude. He destroys everything. So I still have he wears e-collar. It's called e-collar. If you guys are in dog training, you guys know. See, Captain. Because we can keep up. Like, he destroyed one couch that we had. Now he destroyed 2 recliners. It's a nightmare. But he's a good boy. I love him and so much, so and so forth. He's my partner in the crime. Brian, my C4 is still worth 100 grand. I totally agree. You know what I got. I know what I got. I know what you got too. Hey, if you ever want to sell, give me a call. Shad, holding out for that C7 white with a red letter. Oh, maybe your time is coming. I'm telling you, dude. It's funny because I thought about having a C7 at some point before doing all the mods I did to my car. I thought about getting a C7, and I was like, you know what? C8's coming out. Price is gonna be going down for the C7. But I didn't know about COVID. I didn't know about all the crazy things that happened. So I passed on it. I was like, better off. My car's paid off. Better off do my mods is stay quiet here. Because, paying C7 price is still a huge price in terms of market. I don't know. C706, how much you guys seeing out there? 67, 60, between 65 and 70. Depends on the mile. You can find one low 60s, but I think it's hard to find a C7 now on that price range. I'm talking about Z06 though. Grand Sport, maybe you find a 55, 60. Stingray you can find for sure around 40, 45 with a couple of miles on it. But yeah, the market is definitely going down. Like if you And there's the other point too, which the Shed just said, like the interest rate, right? Interest rates through the roof. So even though if you have a great credit score, it doesn't really matter because rates are high, and same for houses and stuff. So if you're thinking about financing, it's even worse. I'm talking about paying cash for. You guys know I'm a huge fan of paying cash for things. So car is not different, and what you gotta think about cars. Cars, I mean, and I'm talking in general, right? Of course, you have red cars. They are assets, but normally a car is a liability. It's going down in price. That's why you gotta be really smart investing, unless your car is making money for you. That's why we see a lot of YouTubers doing, right? Because the car is, think about this, right? The YouTube, let's say the YouTube, they sell a cake, right? They need something to make the cake. So the car is what makes the cake, right? So for YouTubers, maybe it makes sense. I think I spoke about this before. Running a YouTube channel, automotive YouTube channel, your overhead is so high that it's like you gotta have a lot of views, you gotta have a lot of good stuff, a lot of support, a lot of sponsors, because it's not cheap. I'm not there, right? You guys know I don't. My channel is not huge in the YouTube world. I'm pretty proud of what I built, right? Getting 10,000 subscribers up, and thank you to you guys for subscribing. That means a lot to me. But at the same time, I know the YouTube scheme, my channel is small, and that's why it's dangerous, because, and I think that's why I didn't grow that much, because I never put myself in the position to buy a car to create content. Every single car you guys saw on my YouTube channel, it's because it's part of my life. I didn't buy the car to create content. And sometimes I get a lot of hate for that. Like people saying like, oh, you sold the Colorado, you just destroy your channel. I sold the Colorado because, first of all, it was time. The truck had too many problems. And I didn't think about the YouTube channel, to be honest. Like, I thought about my life in general. Like, okay, is the Colorado fitting me right now? No, it's too small. I have a kid and it's too many problems. But what I'm saying, like, I never bought a car. I never put money in that regard to make more money. And that's, as a YouTube channel, as an automotive YouTube channel, that's what you have to do, right? That's why you see like big YouTubers doing crazy stuff with expensive car. But when you think about, that's the investment, how much is coming back and what is the net? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think the margin it's that large, and at some point you start sacrificing things that you believe, right? What I mean is, if I show you guys the amount of sponsorship that I get, like with random stuff, it's crazy. So that's why I don't want to sacrifice in that regard. I know I went a little bit off topic here, but yeah, so it's just to explain to you guys, this car market has an impact on the YouTubers, and that's why you see a lot of people bringing new stuff and, you know, new cars, new mods, doing crazy projects. Because if you're doing this full time, you gotta keep bringing content, right? And that's not my case. Unfortunately, or fortunately, that depends how you look at it, because at some point you're attached to this and you're so stuck with the process of YouTube that I don't know if that's freedom. Of course, I would love to work full time with cars, but I just don't know if I want that pressure of, you know, creating content, and you start sacrificing, as I said, things you believe, like you're gonna start putting bad products on your YouTube channel just because you need it. I never sacrificed on that, so I'm pretty proud to say that. Never sacrificed. I never did a thing that I didn't want to do. All these sponsors they use, guys, see that I work for, is because I actually use it. You know, I did the Magic Box Last Fit. It's probably one of the best lights out there. So those kind of things. But just to give you an idea how that it is, and think about it, like if you don't pay cash for, you're gonna take a loan, 7% interest or more. to bring a car on your channel to make how much depends on your views. Maybe that content you pick is not the right one, so you don't get views. So it's very dangerous though. It's very dangerous, the YouTube stuff. So let's see the chat. 45% interest with $8,000 down and 1,300 a month for 72 months for that C7. 45% interest. Dude, what is your credit score? 100? Shad, it looks like I'm gonna have to start selling feed pictures like that. Yeah, dude, you can do that. People make money on that, believe it or not. Bro. Yeah, so that's funny. I just realized that because I'm in a weird spot too as far as selling cars goes. If one day I need to sell my car, how much is it gonna be worth? People are gonna pay what I put on? Probably not. That's why my car is in that weird spot. I'm not thinking about selling. That's not what I'm saying. Just let me just be clear. I don't want to sell my car. My car is not for sale unless I get a crazy offer. I'll definitely consider, but it's not for sale unless I go. I think I said that so many times. I think I'll sell my car at some point if I need to. Let's say my family comes first, as always should be, right? My family, my wife, my kid comes first. I will never sacrifice their stuff for cars. So if I have to sell because we're in a situation that I need to, I'll sell it. And I'll probably lose money on it, right? So, yeah. A little update on the cars before, you guys can just drop comments here and I'll go through it. But just to let you guys know, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I post a picture of my diffuser. And boy, oh boy, the damage was worse than I thought. That's why I was making noise, but the diffuser is out. I'll probably dropping off to get fixed tomorrow or Thursday. And yeah, it's fixable though, but it's pretty damaged. And I don't know. I actually have a question. You guys know the diffuser. I don't have a picture because I'm using my phone here. But my diffuser has a trail that goes underneath of the car, which aftermarket diffusers, they have that. I don't see any advantage of have that. So if you guys know any advantage of have that, let me know. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So there's a trail, like here's the exhaust pipe. Right, and the diffuser comes, but it comes way further. Here, there's a trail. The only thing it's doing is it's holding dirt and debris. So I'm talking with the guys who wrap my car, and when I told them like maybe we're gonna cut it, so the car should be up and running really soon. But that's update on the car. Truck, I'm actually waiting for. I know it's gonna sound silly, but I'm waiting for the Black Friday to see if I'm gonna get any good deals. So since it's too close, I'll save any money I can now because I have just too much to do on the truck. I'll probably spend like $500, $400 on the car, and then and also speaking about that, I gotta buy my other hobby, guns. Yeah, I'm getting into guns, guys. Are you guys into guns? Let me know. So I just see a comment here from Gary, actually. Need to add gun content. Yeah. It's hard, though, to do gun content because YouTube is very restrict to it. Like, this video can get demonetized just because I say gun or firearm. So that's how YouTube works. Brian, I'm keeping my Corvette forever. Yes, you should, dude. I'm totally with you. Keep that bad baby forever and never sell it. Your kids should be proud to have that on their garage. But yeah, let me know you guys are into guns. And I wanna hear you because I'm buying my first one. Yeah. I thought about putting that on YouTube videos, but I don't know how much you guys are interested. So I started the entire process to get one. You guys, I don't know if you guys know, New Jersey, you have to go through. It's not easy. It's not like you go and buy a gun. You actually need a permit. So I did application, and I should be good to go. Actually, I need to call you, Gary, to see if we can go Saturday afternoon. I don't know if you have a detailing, but that would be the day that would work for me this week. We'll talk. I'll call you later. Brian, cut the diffuser. It's acting like a parachute that way it is. Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make like the how do you call the stock one. I'm gonna make like the stock one and make better, but it just is gonna be the same shape the stock one, but without that trail in carbon. So yeah. Yeah, I'll cut the diffuser. What kind of gun are you getting? So I'm that's what me and Gary are talking. I'll get 2 pistols. I just don't know which caliber yet. But I'll get 2 pistols, probably one smaller and one more robust. And then later I'll try to get an AR-15 just to keep at home. But I'm really I'm studying. Like, it's crazy when you get a new hobby and you start studying, right? It's like I'm listening to a lot of, well, that's the problem, right? Like, it's all the expensive, you know, it's other expensive hobby, right? Because now you look at the holsters and look at ammo and everything. But I'm pretty excited though. I like to learn new stuff. Gary Gary here on the chat, he took me to the range for the first time. That's what I fell in love with it. But I had this is actually this is like that's the way I do with my family in general, right? And we were thinking like, oh, well, why you got into guns? First of all, because the safety of my family, right? I believe in the Second Amendment. Very like, that's what I love about here is like everybody should be free to have a gun, and I don't believe the government should have that. The right should be us, the people, to have the right to carry a gun. And right now I just don't have any way to defend my family if something happened. I know for some people sounds silly, for some people that totally makes sense, but that's what I believe. But just to give you guys an idea, I would never buy something if my wife was not on the same page than me. So it took me a year and a half to convince my wife that would be safe to have one. If I get the training, if I get all the safety things that comes with, like I have a 3 years old, so it's not that the gun can be leaving a drawer or anything. But that's what I believe, and I start, I really like the idea to have in case something goes south. Of course, I need to be prepared as far as training goes, learning, and I like that learning process. That's the thing. I also like the learning process. So yeah, for now in New Jersey, when you buy a gun, you have to apply for pistols, right? If you're gonna buy 10 pistols, you need to have 10 permits. So right now I have 2, so I'll probably get 2, and then maybe I get a AR-15 at some point. Gary, let's go tomorrow. Tomorrow I can. Oh, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday afternoon, buddy. I'll talk to you. I meant to call you, but I knew you would be here. But if we can go Saturday, that would be cool. Home defense, the judge perhaps. Yeah, it's mainly Gary actually pushed me like, hey, you're gonna carry. I think I'll carry at some point, but now it's. Remember, I'm being pretty transparent here. It's my first. I didn't have a gun before. What I came from, it's illegal for civilians to have a gun. So now I went through the entire process. I felt, you guys know, even though I'm an immigrant, I respect and I love this country so much that I live by the culture, which guns are part of it, right? And that's one thing that also motivates me to have it. Like, dude, This is probably we have more guns in the US than actually people, which is a good thing because that makes US what it is. And I can tell you because I came from a place that civilians are not able to have a gun, but the criminals, the bad guys, have it because they don't care about the law, right? So that's why I love the Second Amendment. That's why I love this thing, and that's why I believe I can have it. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I think about my kid, but I already first thing I bought a safe. I bought a safe. They only opens with my fingerprint, so I'm the only one having access to it until he grows a little bit, and he should be able to also handle. Then I'll. But I have to be careful, right? It's a 3 years old, so having a gun around is not the best gun, loaded and everything. So that was my first concern and my wife's first concern too. But we came to agreement. Where I live, there's nothing around, so if something happens, I have to call Gary. That's what happened now. I have to call somebody. I cannot defend my own house, but that's gonna change. So that's the story about the gun. So I think he Cole. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, man. I that's the idea behind. I'm being very transparent why I believe and what I think it is. And to be honest though, all those things like the car culture, everything, I just love it about, the freedom we have to do things, you know what I'm saying? Because you see some states like, oh, exhaust is not possible anymore. You should not do exhaust that loud. So those things though, I'm telling you, I came from a place with a lot of restrictions, and the people are not enjoy life, if you will. I want to stop here because I don't want to get deep into it, but we should be glad for what we have here in America, and we should fight to keep this way. You know what I'm saying? You have to call then few views of YouTube. So yeah, that's the story of my second hobby with the cars, because the cars, to be honest, it's pretty slow down for me now because the car is done. The other thing, it's I'm waiting for the truck. I'm running out of money. I didn't get the few things on YouTube, but you explain to me later, buddy. That's a Philly joke, I guess. I don't know. So, wow, we are almost at 10 likes. Dude, thank you so much, guys, for everything you guys have done here. Support the channel. It means a lot. And trust me, to keep 10 people here, it's like a challenge. You know what I'm saying? You see, I'm very transparent, and then we talk about cars, we talk about guns, we talk about life, and that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? I should be talking more about cars, but I just think it's a good place to share ideas. It's the time I have to vent. You know what I'm saying? It's the time I have to save, like to vent my ideas, my frustrations. Last week I have been really frustrated with my 9 to 5. That's why I was like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it today, but I did it. I got 3 expensive hobbies, buddy. Motorcycles, Corvettes, and fuels. So I'm with you, dude. I just don't have the motorcycles. I have the guitars. Guitars are pretty expensive too. Let me show you a guitar. Since I'm showing everything, right? Which guitar you guys want to see? My favorite one, my least favorite one, my first one. And what do you guys want to see? I can show you my guitars. So yeah, those are very expensive hobbies though. Guitars are pretty expensive. Gary, hey bro, one more run of that's this week. Dude, there's a run on December 2nd that if my diffuser is done, I think we should go. It's a Saturday though. I don't know if you were working, you have to take that day off. It's December 2nd, so think about that. If you are in New Jersey, there's a run south. It's we're driving south. It's like I don't remember exactly the event, but it's like a cruise, and people gonna drive from the north to south of Jersey. So if you're in the right area and you wanna go, check the Instagram, Tri-State Corvette. They post stuff there. Also on YouTube, Corvette Northeast. They post stuff there. I think we can do that one, right? All right, I'll show you guys my guitars. This is my favorite guitar. Oh. You guys into guitars? You know what it is? So that's believe it or not, that was it's a Gretsch White Penguin. This is my baby, my everything. That was a gift from my wife when we got engaged. She gave me as a gift, and I have been carrying this thing so it was 11 years ago, and this thing, man, plays so well. It's auto-tuned because I have been playing. So that's one of those. That's my like workhorse. Telecaster, and you can see like it's a replica of a 1951, I guess. It's just a replica, right? That's why it's like looks old, right? That's why it looks old. You can see here all the cracks, and you see that's why it looks like this, because it's a replica. That's actually a pretty expensive hobby too. And this is my limited edition Jazzmaster. It's a, I don't know if you can see here, say Fender limited edition. It's a different guitar, but I like this. I play it mainly at church, and that comes with a Bigsby, which I don't know how much you guys are familiar with Bigsby, but this one here was my first guitar. My dad gave to me when I was 11 years old. So it's from Brazil. I need to do some upgrades on it. I haven't been playing. She just has been sitting here for like crazy. But yeah, that's my first guitar. And last but not least, I have this other Brazilian guitar that I just bought like a year ago. It's a Brazilian guitar, but it's like this Jazzmaster kind of style, right? You see, I don't know how much you can see. It's saying handmade in Brazil. That's why I bought it. It's just a memory from Brazil. But yeah, that's my other hobby, and I have like which doesn't really matter. It's a acoustic guitar, right? This is a Fender acoustic guitar. So that's pretty much that's as not expensive as as a motorcycle, but it's a pretty expensive hobby. But I should be fine with guitars, because every time I play, I can only play one, right? So I don't need to play more than one guitar. But it's a pretty sweet hobby though. That's what I start. Guitars and cars were always my thing, right? Always my thing. Actually, guitars before cars. And at some point I start spending more money in cars, and then they balance out. And now I'm gonna throw few in the middle of it. So yeah, it's pretty nice. So those are the things also take me the stress like of life. It's cars and guitars. if I could combine those. I'm not professional by any means, though. I started learning when I was 11, and then I took class for like a year and a half, and then everything else I learned by myself, which is bad. If you can go to school for it. It's way better than learn the way I did it. But yeah, so you guys have any questions, let me know. Anything, guns, you guys, let me know. You guys agree what I just said about the car market? What do you guys think? It's going down? What are you seeing? Like people around you buying cars, or everybody's? I mean, I think we are in the middle of a recession, but we didn't notice that. So I think now it's time to save some cash, not getting too crazy loans with crazy interest rate. That's just my way to think. I might be wrong, but who knows, right? Yeah, let me know if you guys have anything. Dude, I really miss it. I need to bring people here, and I would do sure. And I'll play. I'll bring some people here. And so I can have like interact with other people, maybe different people with different stories. I think that's one thing I really want to go. I really want to do. I'll play for you, buddy, when we're going to shoot. C5 market is too crazy. Last I checked. Yeah, but I still I agree with you. But I start seeing a couple of deals like under 10 grand with a couple miles on it. But it's still, before it was way hard to see anything under a 10 grand. As far as C5 goes, I'm actually seeing it now on Facebook Marketplace. C8s are crashing costs. They are, like Stingray is like that finally coming down in price, especially the 2020. It's so it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. And I just think like whoever bought it at the high price, it's like I feel bad for those people. It is what it is. You take the chance. If you pay cash for it, maybe you just lose money. But if you are attached to a loan with a car that it's going down in price, and that's normally what it is, cars are going down in price. So that's why you should not take a loan on a car, financially speak. Everything changed though when you start thinking about ratio, right? What is your net worth, and then what is the ratio of your cars, right? If you do that math, you're gonna see insane somebody who has a 200, 300,000 net worth, and net worth it's everything you owe against everything against your debt. So if the net amount of that, it's let's say $300,000, and you are driving a $75,000 car, I hate to say it, but you're in a hole because that's taking a big portion of your net worth, right? You can hate me for that, but that's just how it is the concept of ratio and net worth. Net worth is net worth. Doesn't really matter what you believe or not. Net worth is net worth. It's how much you own against how much you need to pay. That's it. Like how much your house is worth against your mortgage, how much your cars are worth against the payments, and so on and so forth. So that's your net worth. So if your cars are half of it, it's bad because it goes down in price, right? All the dealers around here have a lot of inventory. Nobody buy exactly. So I think what I'm seeing also, it's people get rid of the loans and buy a cheaper car in cash. So which is a good thing if you're thinking about selling a car that it's gonna sell, right? Like I don't know, a Honda Civic probably is a good car to flip right now because people are gonna buy it. right? Yeah, C6 and C7's car is still up there, which is weird though, because I kind of agree with that. I don't see C6, especially I look more at C6. I don't see the C6 Corvette going down, which is weird. I mean, especially the Z06, right? It's crazy. Gary, I sell my car for 30 grand. Oh yeah, right. I'll give you 2 grand and a Lignite. What about that? But yeah, I think now people are gonna get rid of the expensive cars, and because they don't know what the future is gonna hold, especially with this administration, which is clearly not going to the right place, right? If you believe that you need to stop smoking something that you're smoking, because it's clearly not doing a great job. So we still have like 1.5 of it. So yeah, I think I would be on the conservative side too, and say, okay, if I have a loan on my car, get rid of it, drive something really cheap, and start saving money until things start getting better. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. That's the way I think. As I said, like I was thinking about, sharing this concept of net worth, because we car guys, we tend to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes going crazy is not the best idea financially, and that's what I tried. That's what I catch myself doing a lot, like saying, okay, this is not a good idea as far as buying a car or looking at my finances. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. 6-speed conversion included, Gary? Yeah, Gary's an old man. He drives that auto. So yeah, so that's the concept that I was thinking. I was like, dude, this market is going back on, and whoever has cash now, maybe it's the time to buy your dream car for sure, if you have cash for it, because the prices are going down. Again, cash, buy cash. I know you're gonna call me crazy, but I really believe you should buy cash. Yeah, so let me know if you guys have any more questions. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay for here because I still have stuff to do today, and I'm pretty excited to get more content for you guys out there, especially fixing stuff, right? Like we're gonna fix the Corvette, I'm gonna fix the truck, and yeah. As again, I don't get tired of saying thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, hang out with me. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to to interact with the same people. I think we are getting this kind of how you call it? A niche, not niche. It's a gang kind of thing, like together, because it's always the same people, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any more comments. If no, we're gonna end it up here. Gary, my left leg gets tired. I seem to remember your leg getting sore, Maddie, while driving to Carlisle. Yeah, I don't have an Almis clutch though. Yeah, my clutch is too stock, too smooth as butter. Brian, I agree. I never finance or use a credit card for anything on my Corvette. That's my boy. Me and Brian, we share the same idea as far as not having that, or putting stuff in our car that's gonna hurt us financially. That's the thing. It's pretty hard though to preach this on a YouTube channel, devote to cars. I think I'm kind of crazy, but that's what I believe. That's what I am. You that's what you see. That's where you get, right? So I'm not trying to play any games here and hide anything from you guys. And a lot of people, you guys have no idea the comments I normally get. People are saying like, yeah, since you your how was the comment that I got the other day? The guy saying that my YouTube now it's a ghost town because I got rid of the Colorado and nobody watched Corvette stuff. So I was like, well, my Corvette views are higher than ever. uh, it is what it is. I don't do YouTube because of the views. I think people have a hard time to understand that. I like to have, I rather have the same people watching, but you guys understand who I am and what I believe, than have like a lot of people that just come here to talk BS about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why I say that, but I throw that out there. Whoa. I have my microphone. So yeah. Alright guys, if you guys don't have anything else, I really appreciate it. Today was a kind of a short one. I thank so much. We didn't hit the 10 likes. We're at 9, but I appreciate it. Maybe we get next time. So if you're here, you want to share this live, you want to, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I should have a video with an update of the garage this week. I did some upgrades on the garage. I put some things there that I want to show you guys, and I need to show you guys. So yeah, that's the thing. Gary, next week let's meet in the garage. Let's try. Let's see. It's really hard for me though, because I get home right before the live, because I go to the office on Tuesdays. Bro, your Corvette contest is the second to... I can read this, right? Second to none, bro. I don't have a C5, but I would love watching. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, man, coming from you, man, it means a lot because you're a Corvette guy in the heart. Yeah, so, but yeah, it's funny because Corvettes are pretty rough to do content on, because Corvette people are very particular. I think I said that before, right? Corvette people are very particular, and it's really hard to make content, but of course the Colorado had more appealing because it was unique. You don't see a Colorado like the one I had it, right? Nobody was lifting when I lifted Colorado. Nobody was putting that size of tires when I put it on. So I get it. The people got mad at why I got rid of it, but man, I do love doing Corvette stuff. So, and I think I tried to show as much as I had the same passion doing the Colorado, and I have the same passion doing the Corvette. You know what I'm saying? And I have the same passion doing the garage. So it doesn't really matter what it is. So I get that people are here for a specific content like Colorado or truck or whatever, but if you support the channel, the channels that I watch for everything. Like, I don't watch because a guy posted about this car, about that car. I watch because the person or the channel in general. You know what I'm saying? Brian, C6 sucks. A loser comment from Gary. He's jealous because he has a C5. So I get Gary. You get there. We should wrap your car in pink, so that's gonna stand out, because silver is boring. Just let me clear. I make jokes with it, Gary, all the time, right? All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end it up here. I appreciate your guys' time and comments and thumbs up and everything. As I said, there's a video coming to you this week about the garage. I really encourage you to watch and share, because if you're a garage lover, you're gonna see the things I have done in the garage, adding some things there, and a couple things here and there that make a lot of difference. So yeah, I hope to have the video up on Thursday, and then we'll talk, right? Thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you next week for sure. We're gonna be here, and maybe this time I'll do from the garage if I can get to it, right? See you, and never forget, enjoy life and work hard for it.